That's a great motor. That's a great motor. Michael from Quality Classics, and behind me are two cars that we restored. One we're completely finished with, and the other one we're almost finished with. Now, the Saturn Gold 66 GT Fastback, we restored to be like a day two car, one that would have gotten updates back in time, what we call a period car. It has period correct enhancements and updates. Made a super cool car. We're almost finished with it, and it's turning out gorgeous. The 67 dark moss green car we're finished with. In fact, it ships today to the customer who we sold the car to. And we incorporated in that car a lot of updates and upgrades that I would call the final product, a finished product, a light resto mod. It has enhanced performance, enhanced safety, enhanced comfort. It's just enhanced dramatically beyond what it would have been in 1967. And we're going to go on a test drive. And I'm going to let you experience and actually hear some of those enhancements. The sound of the exhaust note from that car is absolutely dreamy. But before we go on that test drive, I have a question for you. What does it take to go from this to this? I can answer that in 2 words: a lot. But to give you a better idea, take a look at some of the pictures we took, which are just a snapshot of what we did to take this worthy project car to an absolute dream machine. Okay, I think you would agree with me, that was a lot of work. But the finished results are fantastic. We'll look at that in just a second. But it's not just finished results that matter. It's the experience behind the wheel. You're going to see what that's like too in the test drive. But let's look at the finished product. Wow. Okay, we're going to be out of the neighborhood in just a minute, and we'll go highway speeds and let this 370 horsepower 302 breathe. And we'll throw it in 5th gear, let it stretch its legs and relax. Just got a huge range with the 5th gear. You can do street light to street light stuff, and you can hop on that interstate and run with modern traffic. You can leave modern traffic behind is what you could do. So in addition to the suspension upgrades, we updated the steering to Borgson power steering. And those two combinations just change how this car feels. It's a much improved, much updated system. You still stay with the original architecture of the car. In other words, no cutting, no welding, no changing what Henry Ford built back in 1967. You're just adding bits that Henry Ford, had he had them, he would have installed them in the car. And it does make a difference. Makes a real difference in how enjoyable the car is. Makes the car safer. Of course, all the other updates, especially the power, just makes for a package that it's a dream machine. You know, you're not looking for your garage after 30 minutes like you would maybe in a 67 Mustang that had yet to be updated. Now, admittedly, there are 67 Mustangs out there, bone stock ones, that are very nice to drive. They can be a pleasing car, a pleasing experience. But the updated experience, I mean, it's enhanced. There's no getting around it. It is a superior experience. It does cost money. It does take time and effort. But at the end of the day, you'll look for excuses to get in your Classic. It's just so much fun. I don't know, just a modern car will not do for you what a vintage machine like this, a 67 Mustang Fastback with updates and enhancements will do. There's no way you can have this experience. It takes a retro machine like this, and you know, there are a lot of people that understand what I'm talking about. When you know, you know. It feels so solid out here. Really love this suspension. Love it. The exhaust note is just perfect. I love the exhaust note. Just mechanical music. Okay, let's go some highway speeds. Pulls. Third and fourth gear pulls are going to be such a blast in this car. Then you've got fifth gear, you've got overdrive. You can just throw it into overdrive, let this thing relax, and you can cruise at 80 miles an hour. That is the way to fly. Boy, the brakes feel real confident too in this vehicle. Just gives you the feeling of confidence. Everything about this car, the suspension, the power, the braking, just everything just feels super crisp, super righteous. Still have a gear left. Fifth gear right there. Okay, we're going 70, 2,000 RPM. Beautiful. This is a fun car to drive. I mean, really fun. You couldn't do this in a bone stock 67 Mustang regardless of the engine. Now, 67 K-Code Hypo would run real good, but it wouldn't run like a 370 horsepower modern 302. Just wouldn't. Okay, so what's my opinion of this car? Oh my gosh. Well, mission accomplished. How about that? My client hired me to find him a dark moss green 1967 Fastback like he had in his youth. He was ready to relive that experience. And so, of course, I searched, like everybody else does, looking for a 67 dark moss green Fastback. And the fact is, we couldn't find a car worth having. There were so many reasons that the cars that were out there on the marketplace just weren't the right cars. And I had this car sitting, you know, as a potential build in my building, and I just said, hey, how about we just build you one? And he gave it the thumbs up. And so basically his instructions were, just give me the best car you can. So we use what we think is the perfect formula for this chassis, this platform, so that it doesn't alter what Henry Ford made. You don't deviate from that beautiful classic look that came out of the factory back in 1967. And the results are fantastic. The car is dramatically enhanced over the bone stock experience, or a resto mod that's been overbuilt or has the poorly matched components or poor craftsmanship. So that is so easy in trying to build a resto mod. Give me the bone stock car that Henry Ford and his engineers built over a poorly built resto mod, which I would say most of them are. So this resto mod, I think, is right in the sweet spot. It's an absolute joy to drive. In fact, it's a thrill to drive. You've got gearing, you've got power, you've got stopping capability, you've got steering and handling, you've got looks. You've just got it all. And it comes together in probably one of the most desirable Mustangs ever built, the 67. A lot of people consider that their favorite. My personal favorite is the 66, but I understand the market absolutely loves this car. And this is a high integrity car to start with, well built, well done, and it can be enjoyed for decades and decades, maybe another 60 years. So my opinion is I love it, and I think he will too. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the test drive. I really did. If you want your car to run, handle, and perform overall like this car, we can do that for you at Quality Classics. We can do full-blown restorations. We can do mechanical updates, safety updates, performance updates, whatever you might need. So you can contact us at our website and we can start a conversation on that topic. Or if you have a classic car to sell, particularly a vintage Mustang Fastback, that's the car that we love and we deal in. It's kind of what we're known for. We're happy to help you. And we get involved with consignments from time to time. If you have the right car, you're the right type person to work with. We have premium buyers coming to our site from all over the world. So check us out at qualityclassics.com. And if you like the video, please click like and subscribe to our channel. That helps my son and I make more videos. Okay, adios.